Now we're ready to get into more of the detox part of this experience. We have been given daily rhythms. Everything is a rhythm, right? Everything in nature has rhythm. We breathe in, we breathe out. The seasons come, the seasons go. There's larger rhythms with cycles of weather. The tides come and go. Everything has rhythm. It's designed that way on purpose. And we can hack that as part of our detox. For this part, you're going to lean in and use the daily rhythm, also known as your circadian rhythms, or in Ayurveda, we call it the dosha clock, to enable your body to naturally do the cleansing that it wants to do, because it's designed to do this on a daily basis. Just like how you clean your house on a regular basis, that's what it's designed for, is daily, everyday cleaning. So right now we're doing heavy duty seasonal cleaning, but we can use this daily cycle to enhance what we're doing and to really get ready for the deep clean. What is the daily cycle? Just like our constitutions have three basic parts, the Vata, Kapha, and Pitta, our day has those three parts. Let's see, so we're going to give a go at drawing this out. Here is your 12-hour day. We're going to divide it into three parts. These three basic parts provide guidelines. They will shift a little bit as the rhythm and cycles of the seasons shift, but they make a pretty good guideline for the basics of things. So we're going to start at 6, which is both AM and PM. 10, so mid to late morning, evening. And 2, which is early to mid-afternoon, right? Okay, we're gonna start our day with the evening. In so many cultures, the day actually starts in the evening. It starts in that very, very late afternoon where you can feel, as you go through this week, notice when you feel it shift from afternoon to evening time. And that's when things start. This evening time, right here from about 6 to 10, it's a heavier time. It's denser. Cohesive. This has the elements of water and earth. So think mud. It's a slower, heavier time. The energy is a downward energy. So think slowing down, coming to a halt. This is the time of day when you might notice that you want to relax. You want to do things that are enjoyable. You want to spend time with people. It's a good time to get together with family. You know, so often in the evenings, we naturally congregate as family, or if you get together with friends, you do it in the evening. Besides being done with the day's work, that's because that's the natural energy of this time, is to be cohesive. This is heavy and dense. So you're going to want to eat your evening meal sometime in here before it gets heavy and dense. There's a reason we call it supper. It is a supplemental meal. It's meant to be a thing to get you through. So earlier and lighter. Eating an early and lighter supper sets you up for a good evening. And then through this evening time, you have time to move your body so that it enhances your digestion. Your body has time to process your meal and put it in all the right places so that it's not sticking around and just creating what we call ama, which is sticky gunk. It's the garbage. that sticks in your body. Movement helps. You have time to also mentally and emotionally digest your day and to lay down the burdens of the day, so that when you go into this late evening time, you've maximized this heavy denseness and relaxation, and you're ready to sleep. You probably notice, start paying attention to when you get tired. When do you feel relaxed and just, you could go to bed? Probably about 9 or 10 o'clock. That is when your body naturally wants to go to sleep. It just naturally does. And the more that you have slowed down and let it relax through the evening, done things that unwind your mind, maybe help you prepare for the next day, but they're not hard, heavy work. You don't want to do things that are heavy and hard, because that will just add to this instead of balancing it. And balance is what is good for your digestion, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. So as we are getting our digestion ready, we want to use our mind and our emotions to not burden the digestion, to let just be light and relaxed. Use the positive of this, the cohesion. Have your early light dinner so you're not weighing yourself down further. And when this has maximized and you are completely ready to go to bed, go to bed. Make the most of this time. Go to bed. This has been called sleep hygiene, I've seen lately, and that's how you get ready for bed. Routine, rote things. You have your bedtime routine. That's there for a reason, because it helps you get ready to sleep and then rest well. Once you get past 10 o'clock, the energy changes. It goes from this downward, heavy, dense energy to an intense upward energy. This is the elements of fire and water. It's hot, focused. It's the energy of process through your evening time now, your nighttime. If you stay up through that time when you're tired, you'll hit your second wind. And people like to use that to get going and get more done. The fact is, it's misappropriated energy. You're stealing from your next day by doing that. This time from 10 to roughly 2, your body is in an deep clean time, an incineration time. What it wants to do, now that you've allowed your digestive system to be clear in this time, and so that you're not going to bed with a heavy load in your digestive system, it wants to go through and clean, deep clean. If you pictured a factory or office building, when you eat, it's like the truck backing up to the loading dock and offloading everything that you need. Through this time, there's a skeleton crew. They can handle, light loads, little things, packages, small envelopes. They do that. They deliver everything, put it where it belongs. It's all good. They go home right here. By this time of night, those guys are gone. They have left. Nothing will get put where it belongs. This is where you pack things into your body's closets, your hallways, which are your arteries and veins, your lymphatic system. During this time, what it wants to do is go in, and this is when the cleaning crew comes in, and they want to deep clean, get rid of all of the waste in the garbage baskets, all of the extra stuff that's laying around. They tidy up all the desks. If it's your house, they scrub the counters and clean behind the toilets and do all of those deep cleaning jobs that need to be done. That's what this time is for. Not getting those extra emails written, writing that last report. It's for deep cleaning your body. and your mind and your emotions. You get rid of a lot of stuff in here. It's an incinerator. Think of it as an incinerator fire. When you honor that instead of abusing it, it sets you up for the next thing. This time from 2 to 6 is your Vata time. It's got a squirrely, all over the place kind of energy that kind of goes here and there. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you're in this time, and that's why your brain goes all over the place. It's creative. It thinks outside the box. Ideas. Very mobile. A lot of motion in this time. It's the components of air and space. So in this time, this is when your mind is finding solutions, creative solutions to things that maybe came up and needed to get gotten rid of during your cleaning time. So that's where you have your crazy dreams that your mind is putting things together. You wake up and your brain is thinking about the craziest, oddest things from way back when, processing a lot of different emotions and thoughts, but it's from all over. It seems crazy, and it can be hard to go to sleep because this is a very motion-oriented time. So if you have done your work though, taken good care of your evening, gotten to that point of relaxation, gone to bed when you're just tired, not exhausted, allowed your deep clean cycle to run, and then this process will go a lot better, and you're less likely to wake up because your body is in a very natural rhythm and flow. It feels very comfortable. It's when you haven't done these things that your body's going to be uncomfortable and you're going to have disruptions during this time. It's the way it is. So if you want less disruptions here, you have to back it up. Take care of your evening time and make sure you're in bed so that your body can do the detox that it wants to do. You can hack your day though. If you wake up in this early morning time, if you wake up very far into this morning, the 6 to 10 time, sunrise basically until mid-morning, you are going to feel heavy, dense, like you just can't get going because that's the energy you woke up in. If you wake up in this creative and mobile time where there's a lot going on and you can move and there's energy, you're going to carry that through your day. So wake yourself up early sunrise, before sunrise, in the early part, very, very early part of the morning while the birds are singing. Get up, get going. First thing you want to do is hydrate, because water helps flush all those toxins and it helps rehydrate your body after you've been sleeping all night and done all this incineration work. And then move. Your bowels should move, especially if you've hydrated warm lemon water, because that helps those tissues. The lemon is astringent, helps those tissues all squeeze down a little bit, get all the gunk out that's left, and then squeeze out through the garbage disposal system, your colon. So moving your bowels and moving your body. You need to get some fresh air in. Get some fresh air in. This is a movement-oriented time. And one of the ways to avoid getting too stuck and heavy and dense is to move. So even if it's just 2 minutes, 30 seconds, a few jumping jacks, make a list. What can you do to move in 2 minutes or less? And then do that when you first wake up in the morning. Hydrate, and then move. Stretch, whatever you need to do. Then you go into your day. To counteract, to balance this heavy, dense time, enjoy a light. I'm going to put this as a light meal because in the evening you had a light supper. Now you want a light break fast, nutrient dense, but not really heavy because you want to balance this heavy and dense time. Smoothies, fruit doesn't go well for a meal, but it makes a meal at this time. Apples or some yogurt with granola, things that are very nutritious, but not really heavy. They don't take you a lot of time because you're ready to get on with your day. You don't have to make this a big production. Just keep it simple as possible. And especially right now, while you're going into a detox, just keep it simple and light. This is a good time as you are thinking about how to design your day and work with the rhythm for routine tasks, things that don't require a huge amount of thinking. Routine things, more physical things maybe, because this is a very, people that are more kapha are physically stronger. They're more physical. And so this is a good time to do those kind of tasks. Not the heavy duty mental things. When you get ready to do mental things, this is your time. This is your, your big meal of the day. This is when your gallbladder is at its strongest and you have the best digestion of your whole day. We are diurnal beings, which means that we operate best during sunlight hours. We don't do as well at night. So this is when you want your big meal, your most complex meal. You can eat things that are more challenging, either to your particular constitution, or if you have a food sensitivity, to eat things that maybe don't go together so well, you can get away with it during this midday time. So midday, big meal. This is also the time for your most focused thinking, your biggest projects. If you have things that you really need to get digested, this is your time to do that kind of work. It's your hot and focused time, your processing time. For your digestion, it's your big meal. So as we're detoxing, this is your main event for the day. This is it, main event. Then you're going to go into your mid-afternoon time. This is air and space. When you have a cooking fire, you have a fire, you not only need the fuel in the fire, but it needs air in order to burn and do well. Your digestion needs the same thing. After you've given it a meal, given it something to work on, it needs space before you stack more stuff in. When you're constantly putting stuff in, you eat breakfast, then you have a mid-morning snack, and then lunch, and then that mid-afternoon pick-me-up, and then supper and a snack before bed. Your body never gets air. It never gets cleared out enough to really burn well and digest your food. So this mid-afternoon time, drink water, drink tea. If you really are truly hungry, get an apple or a banana, something light and easy, handful of granola, something that's easy to digest so that your stomach keeps air in or has air to process and burn your big meal that you ate. This is a good time for getting movement in, doing your workout, whatever it is that you're going to do. Go for a walk at the end of the afternoon. When you are ready, you're done with your work, you're ready to transition into your evening, whatever you need to do. This is the time when you will find your creative work might be best. If you need to think outside the box, find new ideas, this might be a good time to try and do that. But for your digestion and your detox, make sure that you're giving air and space through here and take advantage of that. And then you get to that evening again, where you're crossing over, having your light meal before you go into your evening. And so you've made your 24-hour cycle 2 times around your 12-hour cycle as a rhythm. This is your circadian rhythm. It does not matter who you are. A lot of Pitta people think, well, I'm just a night person, because they're very strong in this area. And it feels very natural to them to be up here and doing their thing. But your circadian rhythm is your circadian rhythm, and it's universal to everybody. You will find that during the day, if you have taken advantage of this detox cycle, so your mind is clear and your physical channels are clear, so your body isn't just slogging along, you will be much more productive through all these times than if you try to double up and take advantage of this for work or for whatever, or sliding this time, this relaxation time back into here, because you are still hitting that second wind, that up energy that will disrupt your sleep, and you're not going to sleep as well. You won't get your channels cleared. So for the purposes of detox, the more that you can work this cycle, work this natural rhythm, the more your body's going to just naturally clean itself. And you'll find that the light work is done by the time that we move into the heavier cleaning in the next step. So get your rhythm on, find the small place. Where can you start to tweak your rhythms to fit in with your natural cycles, so that what you are doing is lining up with just how your body wants to function, and the rest will flow. So find your small step that you can do, your small thing that you can do to line up better, and take advantage of your natural rhythms to work your detox, and then to keep it going after this.
Ba-da-ba-ba